Hello, this is Erin, and this isn't necessarily an update. I've seen a couple videos regarding LessofSarah. She posted a video about why we make our videos on YouTube. I've seen a couple videos referring to it, and I finally got around to watching her video, and I felt compelled to make my own video in response to it. And like she said, it wasn't necessarily about her, but when people talk kind of negative about situations that you can relate to, you can't help but take it a little personally. So I made my notes here, and the post that she saw on Facebook about exposing yourself on a public domain being unnecessary or to get attention or narcissistic, I disagree, at least for myself. And let's see, as far as putting yourself out there and venting on Facebook or putting your information or detailing things about your life on Facebook or on YouTube, people have the choice to either read, watch, or listen to it or not. They can change the channel whenever they want, or they can look away whenever they want. So that's my opinion. And then another comment was, living life offline is living life. Well, that seems a bit hypocritical to me, because obviously that person is taking the time to comment on something that they're talking about. So anyways, now the reason why I make these videos is because I found them to be a very helpful tool when I was doing my research before I decided to do weight loss surgery. I've said before in my other videos that I tend to be a nerd and overdo things, but I like to have all the information in front of me, and I make notes, and I like to be aware of what I'm walking into, especially with such a drastic decision such as weight loss surgery. So I make my videos because I want to provide that help to others that are also doing research. And I also find that looking at other people's videos, I can identify with what they're going through, and it makes me feel like I'm not the only one going through it. And because like no one in my house, no one I work with, and no one I hang out with really has gone through this. So my sister's gone through it, but she's living kind of far away, and she has a little different lifestyle than I do. So to be able to find someone to identify with on YouTube is very helpful and therapeutic. And also, I tend to be a codependent personality. I am a recovered addict. So with that being said, I tend to seek approval from people, even from people who are unimportant to me in my life. I can't help it. It's just part of my personality. I don't give people's opinions as much value as I used to. 10-15 years ago, I was very recluse, very shy, very introvert, and I was very scared to open myself up. I didn't like talking in front of people, because if more than 2 or 3 people are looking at me, I would get nervous and sweat, and then I would clam up and stutter, and I couldn't talk, and my voice would crackle, but I've I think moved away from that over the last few years, especially since working in a restaurant for 8 years. You have to learn to open up and let go and be able to handle being the center of attention, because you have to talk loud, you have to grab people's attention when they ask a question, and be able to be heard, so that you don't have to repeat yourself, to 20 people sitting at a table. So, and I think making these videos, it exposes you. And I was very nervous when I first started making the videos. I started getting that recluse feeling and that shyness, but I pushed forward and I pushed through it, and now I feel pretty comfortable with making these videos. So, despite judgment, at this point, even though I still tend to seek approval, I really don't care about people's judgment, and I also tend to be very opinionated, and I know my friends and my family, they get annoyed with me sometimes because I have opinion about everything, but that's about it. I mean, and if I get any negative comments on my YouTube or my Facebook, I respect other people's opinions, because they are entitled to them just as much as I'm entitled to mine. And I think that's all I had to say about it. So thank you, LessofSarah, for bringing this topic up, and that's it. Talk to you later.